No, I mean, this established... This is what I was talking about before. The political problems of the Boaznians. Exactly what I want to see. And now they're introducing the fact that there's horned and hornless Boaznians. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with another episode of Voltace 5. We just spent, 23? Let's say we remove a minute for the opening, a minute for the ending. We just spent 22 minutes watching an asshole bully a bunch of teenagers. I'm sure someone out there is going to defend him with, he's defending the Earth, and anything you do in the defense of the Earth is justified. But literally, he tried to psychologically break them down. I want machines. I need you guys to be machines. I'm motionless. I'm going to take away everything in your rooms that, you identify with. I want you outside practicing on those machines 24/7 so that you can fight until you die. And it's only until the moment where they're abandoning the base, we're going to go to the Earth Defense HQ and we're going to operate out of there. We don't need you. That he's like, I wouldn't ask you to do this if I thought you would kill you. Literally moments ago, he was like, I need you to be emotionless and fight to the death. So yes, you would. You just said you would. I mean, at the same time, the team isn't perfect. The team does need to practice. I just think there has to be a medium between these two things to exist, because otherwise this isn't working. This isn't working. It's a bad situation. I would liken things at Big Falcon in the current play of events to Infinite Rivus. People are going to go psycho, and it's going to be real uncomfortable real quick. That said, though, that is where we're currently at. I anticipate to see things happen differently now, from now on anyway. But we also got shown a Professor Go next time on thing. Because, again, our next time ons don't have any subtitles, so it's really up in the air to guess what's going on. And I don't know how the new professor is going to handle Professor Go showing up, or even possibly showing up, because I anticipate that he is going to be such a hard ass about things that Professor Go, even possibly being here, he is going to treat the same way that I've been saying, that if he shows up again, treat it as though it's not him, and he might order the team to try and take it out as an imposter. So, that's just my guess. We will find out, because I say we go ahead and hop on in and see what happens.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I think I've said this 100 times now. Probably not 100 times. I think I've probably said this 18 times now, considering we're 18 episodes in. What I really want to see more of is the Boaznian politics, right? I want to know what the Emperor is up to. I want to know what Heinel's position in the Empire is as a prince, even though his father seemed to try to overthrow everything. I want to know more about his father. I want to know what Catherine is about. I think she is the most interesting character in the show, which is ironic because I think we've seen maybe 5 minutes of scenes with her. I think there's more there. I want to know what's up with Zul's betrayal, and if anything comes of that. I want to know why Jangle is so dedicated to the cause. I want more internal politics struggles between the Boaznians. I don't know how that plays from somebody who might be watching this, very interested in the Voltace 5 machine or the team aspect. That's funny. That's like a scene from Escaflowne. Sorry, I don't know who the hell is doing the Dobie or the voice acting, but he falls. He just bleh, bleh.
夢か。お父さん。父よ、地球は近い。未確認飛行物体が地球に近づいてきます。何？数は
UFOs.
いや、20あります。ポイント D から F へ左3度へ進路を取ってきます。
木星軌道を横切って地球へ向かっているのか。よし、メインスクリーンへ移せ。
はい。
もっと拡大できんか。
ダメです。これが限度です。
Famously,
マザン星人の UFO。
ringless Saturn.
進路修正右 0.3 度上下角0。ただいま木星を通過。あ、2番機が離脱します。エンジンが爆発しました。皆さんお世話になりました。無事地球へ着くことを祈ってます。さようなら。
You know, I understand that they're dying and this is a huge sacrifice, but
かわいそうにここまで来て。
it's been a pleasure. It's not something you say in the middle of a slave escape, revolt, whatever.
もうすぐです。今第4惑星火星の軌道を横切るところです。
Yeah, no discrimination on Earth. That's a true fact.
見てください。あれが地球です。
あれが地球か。なんて美しい星なんだ。私たち角のないボアザン星人が地球で生活できるなんて。
I don't think you guys remember what Earth is like.
家畜のようにこき使われなくていいんだ。
Especially you, Adolf Mustache.
こうしてこれたのは博士のおかげです。いや、私だけの力ではない。皆さんが力を合わせて戦ったからこそ脱出できたのです。
It's so weird that you're wearing the outfit that you left Earth in to begin with.
火星から地球まで14000光年もあるのに、博士のワープ工法のおかげでわずか数ヶ月で来れたのですから。
ワープ工法とは空間転移とも次元跳躍とも言われている宇宙工法である。アインシュタインの閉ざされた宇宙論によると宇宙も
Okay, well, I mean, that explains the faster than light travel that I was talking about before in, like, episode 4.
この Q を一周したここ、つまりたった今いたところ A という理論である。宇宙船で宇宙を移動するにはこの Q に沿って時間とともに進まねばならない。しかし 時間と空間を歪めて2点を近づければ移動に要する時間は
You know, usually when people are making this example, they use a piece of paper, because it's usually folding one piece of paper onto the other piece of paper.
博士の息子さんたちもきっとびっくりなさるでしょうな。大きくなっただろうな。
I mean, they might be, if they hadn't been jerked around like 3 or 4 times already.
博士、その後の UFO の進路は？
信じられないスピードで今火星軌道を通過した。外宇宙航行速度で正確に地球に向かっている。
しかしケンイチ、地球を攻撃するにしてはあまりにも少なすぎる円盤の数だとは思わんか。
I mean, if Professor Go comes back, he can take over Big Falcon, and this guy doesn't become a problem anymore.
そこで撃退せよ。君たちはあと17分でコンタクトするはずだ。
了解。
I guess you wouldn't want to open communications until you were close to make sure you didn't get ambushed.
思えば長い戦いでした。
So I was right, that is the Bozanian homeworld. So I'm still wondering about the whole lizard thing. I can't tell if real Bosnians are lizard people or if that's just like a captured race that really enjoyed what they did.
戦う奴はこいつよりしてやる。みんなつれり働け。ザンバジル皇帝陛下がご自殺に来られん。
Yeah, this has like that backwards feel of the Mario Brothers movie.
もうすぐ完成じゃの。このシャトーが完成すれば、世は大宇宙に住むあらゆる生物に対し号令をかけるのじゃ。工事の進み具合はどうじゃ。は。
And the Emperor even
作業
looks
能
like a
率が予
prick.
定より 0.6% ほど遅れております。ロードをもっと締め付けるんだ。は。今に見てろ、ザンバジル。働け。
Oh yeah, that's right. His name is Amboji.
苦しみも今日限りじゃ。
I don't know how that works as like a disguised door opener. Unless you're anticipating that people are going to come in here with coats. Or hats or something.
おお博士、結婚の日がとうとう来ましたな。おお、ダンゲ将軍、そちらは手はず通り運んでますか。
General
今ハウス
Dange.
に起きして一斉に行動する手はずです。それはよかった。ちょっと待って。こんなものは何の役にも立たん。どうしたんだ。もう一度チェックし直すんだ。はい、申し訳ありません。博士、あなたって人はなんて素晴らしい方だ。何をおっしゃいます、ダンゲ将軍。
Well, he's wearing like the slave attire now, so it must mean that he recaptures his old outfit before they leave.
私は当然の義務を果たそうとしただけです。今のザンバジルは悪魔の子です。
The hornless. Oh right, he's got different eyes
角
too.
のないものを癒しめ、権力と富を欲しいままにしているのです。その上宇宙を自分のものにしたいなどというこんなことが許されるはずがありません。ダンゲ将軍、博士。 一刻も早くボア山星を脱出し、地球へ行きましょう。
Oh, I mean, this established. This is what I was talking about before. The political problems of the Bosnians. Exactly what I want to see. And now they're introducing the fact that there's horned and hornless Bosnians. Man, it's just a crapshoot if you got out of this one alive. Ingrates, you were working them to death.
よいか、もししくじったら貴様らに償ってもらうぞ。すべて死刑だ。はは。エネルギー圧力 100%、エンジン出力全開、安全弁オール解除。
Who the fuck would follow this guy?
0.07修正、2秒噴射。博士、成功ですぞ。ダンゲ将軍、何隻離陸しましたか。今のところ25隻です。そうか、まずは成功だ。エンジン出力 80%、コース 0.012、太陽系第三惑星。 地球へ向かう。
How cool, the rings create a shadow on the planet. That's a pretty nice touch.
円盤の数もすでに約半数になってしまった。しかしこの旅ももうすぐ終わります。どうしたんだ、博士。敵です。何。
Like I said, it has to be like a beast machine.
ボア山星の攻撃印だ。奴らは地球基地に連絡を取っていたのか。
From the based on the Bosnian animals, I assume.
一人残らず宇宙の星屑にしてやるわ。ただ一人を除いてな。さて奴はどこにいる。冒険太郎はどこだ。いたぞ。奴はあの円盤だな。ごキル。中央の円盤以外は全て叩き
I mean, God forbid they shuffle around and change where the center is.
最後まで諦めるんじゃない。力いっぱい戦うんだ。
Man, you just better not wear the color uniform. It's like being a red shirt in Star Trek.
いよいよ最後の時が来たようですね。たとえ我々がここで倒れようが、後に続く者がいるはずです。それを信じましょう、博士。ここまで来ていながら、健一、大二郎、東、お前たちに一目だけでも会いたかった。丹下将軍、最後の攻撃に移りますぞ。おう。たとえ一人になっても
I appreciate the foresight to be putting on a helmet, considering that you might survive the explosion. You were very specifically told not to kill this one. Man, I was actually hoping he would continue to be a character. Because I wanted him to talk to Heinel. I feel like there would be something that could be said there.
やったぞ、とうとうやった。豪健太郎さえ手に入れば、わしの計画は成功したも同然じゃて。
Now, if it's like a class warfare thing between the Horned and the Horned lists, does Zool only having one horn mean something when everyone else seems to have two?
私を何かに利用しようというんだろう。
さすがゴー博士、私の胸の内をちゃんと分かってらっしゃる。
お前のことだ。どうせ悪巧みに決まっておる。
悪巧みとんでもない。わしは地球制服軍総司令官の首をすげ替えようと思っとるんじゃよ。
何？ハイネルの。
Oh, we're back to the betrayal thing.
あんな若造が地球制服軍総司令官の座に座っていることが許せん。
その座にお前が座ろうってわけか。
We didn't mention it for so long that I thought maybe they were just forgetting about it and writing it off.
断る。しかしわしはお前の力がどうしてもいるのじゃ。お前の頭脳がな、ボルテス5を作ったお前がいるんじゃよ。
敵重視にスカールークだ。小弾性の UFO だという報告だったが、どうなったんだ。
ボルテスメカメ、これで奴らに邪魔されたらわしの計画も水の泡じゃ。起きるよ、何をしておる。ボルテスメカを倒すんじゃ。
Now, if Hamaguchi could fight his way out of this room with Jangle there, I have to think Professor Go could beat Zool's ass and get out of there.
見事だぞお前たち。
おのれ、小僧どもめだ。
ケンイチ、大二郎、ヒロシ。私の
Of course, it doesn't zoom in on Ippei or Megumi at all.
会いたかったぞ。いいか、合体して一気に肩をつける。了解。
Huh, not doing the music. But we're halfway through the animation, so... I'm also thinking we're gonna have to have that unfortunate conversation that you had with the robot version of him. Which is to say that your wife is dead.
ボルテス5。 さすがボルテス5だ。お前が作った重視も型なしのようだ。
Conversely, like, throw your helmet at the back of his head and run. Yeah, that was just to have a cool explosion behind him. Was that to imply this was a living creature again? Because we have a couple of them that were like half alive beast machines. What are you walking on that's giving you the mechanical walking noise?
今日こそスカールークを星屑にしてやるぞ。いいかみんな、行くぞ。
よっしゃチェストいけ。
任しといて。目標鉄管ブリッジ。
チェーンナックル。
ボルテス5から逃げられるものか。
おのれ。
ケイチ、大二郎、日吉、攻撃を休むな。どんどん攻撃をするんだ。
I mean, I'd put your helmet back on right now if I was you.
こいつを連れて行け。カプセルに入れてスカールークの上に立たせろ。まさか奴らも自分の父親を殺しはしないだろう。ボルテスが攻撃を中止した時を見計らって全パワーで逃げ出すんだ。
こんなことをしても無駄だ。ボルテスからは逃げられるものか。
早く連れて行け。
Again, you think you'd fight at least to prevent them from using him as that bait.
おい大二郎、フルパワーだ。あの塔へ体当たりするぞ。
おお、やったるで。七の具フルパワー。
待て、大二郎、あれを見ろ。お父さん。
カプセルの中にいるのはお父さんじゃなかと。
I mean, why would you even believe it?
しかし、なんでここにお父さんが。
I mean, you've heard fake father's voice. You've had robot father show up. Why would you think this one is real?
攻撃すればお前たちの父も一緒に死ぬんだぞ。
ケイジ、騙されんな。どうせ奴らのことだ。まだロボット
There you go. Voice of reason.
同じ手で二度も騙されるかい。
そうだとも、バカにするにも程がある。行くぞ。ボルテスビーム。ボルテスバズーカ。
Why did you put the sword of heaven away? Just kept it out.
それでいいんだ。撃て、撃つんだ。私のこの後構わん。
いやー、奴ら平気で父親を殺す気だ。バリアだ、バリアを張れ。
フラッシュファイヤ
よーし、その調子だ。お前たちの任務は地球を守ることだ。倒せ、奴らを倒すんだ。
ー。お、もう一息だ。
I mean, if they do kill him, I'm gonna have to rethink what I thought about the ending credits scene.
しまった。ここでゴーをボルテスに殺されてみろ。わしの計画は水の泡だ。
ボルテスビーム。
よし、うまいぞ。
I'm surprised they haven't pulled out the sword of heaven again, either way.
立て、立つんだ息子たち。ケイジ、大丈夫、よし。
Very much a Gurren Lagann scene, by the way.
そうだ、天空剣でとどめをさせ。
天空剣。
I feel like Professor Go would be a good Super Robot Wars commentary voice in the background.
ケイジ、大郎、日吉。
I
ケイチ、涙だ。涙が。よし。
あの涙はお兄ちゃん、あれは本当のお父さん
Are we implying that the robots can't cry?
大二郎。おどぐち、おいどのお父さんばい。お父さん。息子たちを。今だ、撃て。
Don't depend on the visual. Remember that your base can track up to Jupiter.
夢にまで見た親子の対面は無残にも引き裂かれてしまった。某三兄弟が再び父に会えるのはいつの日であろうか。
They better imply the next time they explain warping that that's what warping looks like. Because otherwise it seems like it just flew backwards really fast. And again, remember, the base, Big Falcon, tracked the saucers coming in from Saturn to Jupiter. And I kind of expected that they were moving at warp there, which implies that warp is just a really faster version of, faster than light travel, but it isn't like, it's not like a wormhole, right? So instead of screaming out into the darkness, maybe communicate back to the professor back at Big Falcon and get him to tell you where the ship is. Now, granted, I don't know if that would actually do anything. It doesn't seem like the Voltase 5 unit can warp. So they'd still probably be well outside of your range, but you'd at least know where they're going. Plus, again, not for nothing, but Zool is based on the Earth, along with Heinel and everybody else. So, track that thing and figure out where it's going on Earth, and then just go there.
某博士を宇宙空間より連れ去ったズールの狙いは何か。重視飛び浦の攻撃を前に突如大二郎は戦列を離脱してしまった。恐れ島の地下基地に5人が見たものは。次回ボルテス5父の胸の中で泣けにご期待ください。
I was getting kind of hyped there for a second. Unfortunately, I would say I've repeated a number of times that the one character who hasn't gotten any episodes based on them entirely, like maybe the butterfly catch one was a Daijiro episode. I felt like that was more of a Kenichi episode. I was thinking for a second we were going to get a Daijiro episode where it seems like his machine was flying off. Actually, that might have been Megumi's. I have a hard time telling on distance shots. I had, for a moment, a hope that we were going to get a Daijiro episode, and by the end of it, it didn't look like that. Also, I guess it looks like either we're going to get a Professor Go flashback to when he was captured, because he's got the giant beard, if that is Professor Go, or they're going to imply that they've had him captured for a while, and it's going to be like a time skip forwards. I don't know. I did like this episode, though. Again, I really like the episodes that build up what Bozanian society is like, the internal power struggles they're in. They've kind of handled there is a hornless revolution thing going on, or they're repressing the hornless. The idea that the Bosnian hornless were going to be approaching Earth, and they're like, oh, a society with no discrimination, no slavery. It's like, oh, Professor Go hasn't told them anything about Earth, has he? It's either that or this version of Earth is better than the real version of Earth. Either way, it was really good. I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed that Ippei pointed out, hey, we've been tricked twice before. That's probably a robot. Although the idea that they think it's the real one because he cried, sure, maybe. Or they made a robot that can cry, you know? I don't know. I'd still just appreciate the fooled me twice, not gonna get fooled again. It is kind of dumb that they defeated the Beast Machine and then put the Sword of Heaven back in their chest and then started beating on it again and then beating on the Skull ship and then come back to pull out the Sword of Heaven. So just leave the Sword of Heaven out. like turn around, sort of having the skull ship, and we're done. Other than that, though, no other real comments. The things I said during the episode are only things I would reflect back on here, and I don't have any more in-depth thoughts about them, so it is what it is. I want more episodes like this. That's my major takeaway. More episodes that deal with the Bosnian power structure, Zool saying he doesn't like Heinel and then actually giving reasons. That was good. The Emperor is like a nobody. Like, I don't know what I anticipated from him, but he is like, he feels like he's a simpleton. Like, literally, he's ruling by force and no other means. I feel like anybody on his own side could probably take him out. Maybe that's what they're implying, that Heinel is going to take out the Emperor at some point. I don't know. Either way, that is it for this episode. So once again, I've been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?